Good morning, YouTube. How are we today? I hope you guys are doing good. Thought I'd bring you something a little bit different today. You know how we take you to, historic places, tell you little stories about what happened there, or grave sites, with historic figures, that sort of thing, or just cool people, someone interesting. But today's a little bit different, and I thought I'd bring you guys along and show you some of what I'm doing today. As some of you know, most of you, I'm assuming, already know, so I won't, bore you to death with it. I'm a trail guide here in southern West Virginia on Hatfield McCoy Trails and Outlaw Trails as well. But anyhow, I'm an avid outdoorsman. I like to think of myself anyway, mountaineer, that kind of thing. Anyway, I like to do a lot of camping in the wintertime. That's my season. Summer's too hot to camp. I never did care for it. I like winter camping. But anyway, I'm out today and I'm scoping out some really cool spots for some winter camping. Set up my tent in the snow, that kind of thing. I'm gonna say it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. 33 degrees, something like that. The frost, like, literally just now left. It was frosty all the way up through here. Uh, Fingers got a little cold in the Can-Am, but that's what electric gloves are for. Uh, I am cheating today severely. You know how it is. Mother Nature she's not for you or against you, but she has no problem with letting you freeze to death. Let's just say that. So I am cheating. I've got an electric vest, I've got an electric jacket, electric boots, and electric gloves. So yeah, I'm running heat. I may be in the Can-Am, but I'm not freezing to death. So, but anyhow, I just thought I'd show y'all a few of these spots that, I'm scoping out today. These should be absolutely beautiful, especially with the mist, the fog down in the valley, and some of them are still frosty. It's only supposed to get, I think, 38 today, something like that. So a lot of the stuff that's in the shady places, will still be frosty. Given a choice, I'm looking for a spot that will be out in the morning sun. That's why I'm out here early. I'm trying to find some place that will catch sunlight early in the morning. Now, this is the first stop that I went to. I brought the ATV out here, once or twice, I think. Just kind of looking around, that sort of thing. Wasn't really scouting for a campsite or anything. But, there's some really cool looking places. Look at that. Look where I parked at. Now, this is an actual campsite that someone has set up out here, out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of messy, though. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I think somebody maybe have a deer stand nearby, because I've noticed some trees were cut, and that kind of thing. And if I see any tree stands or something, I won't mess with that. I'll go someplace else. But anyway, you can see this one's kind of messy. Somebody's been drinking, Bud Light cans and junk all over the place. So, yeah. But anyway, plenty firewood. There's firewood everywhere here. Great big pieces. Look at that. Great big stuff. All kinds of firewood. Beautiful spot. The only problem with it, like I said, it's shady. It's not going to warm up during the day at all. But you got plenty of firewood, though. Plenty of that, for sure. Got one down here across the trail. I think I'll probably go for something a little bit higher anyway. A little more altitude. If you get 2 or 3 inches of snow down in town, or, down in the river valleys, that will probably 2 inches of snow will translate to about 6 up here. And, that's about what you want with something like that, because you're good in snow up to the bumper. Once it gets to the bumper, you start pushing it and you make a big pile of snow in front of you. And eventually, you stop. You can't go any further. So as long as the snow doesn't touch your bumper, doesn't touch the bottom of the machine, you're fine. You can, go right through it. So that's what we'll be aiming for. And if it gets too deep, we'll just have to wait it out. That's the way it goes, right? But anyhow, like I said, I just wanted to bring you guys along, show you some of this stuff. It should be absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful sight, beautiful day. It's a little bit on the cold side. Like I said, it's supposed to be about 38 today and lots of sun. So out in the warm, out in the sun, it's plenty. But check this spot out. This would be a good summertime spot. Except for the mess, except for the trash. Of course, if I was camping here, I'd clean this up. I'd get rid of this junk. Somebody's got a little bench set up there. But anyhow, I'm gonna load up here and take off. I don't think I'll do this one. Nah. There's one more spot out that way I want to check. And then I'm gonna go up that way. I know several of them that are way up high. A couple of them I've been to, but it's been a few years. A couple of them I've just seen on satellite image. You know, they're just really pretty spots. You know, Google Earth, that kind of thing. Just check it out, see what they're like. But should be a beautiful day. Should be some really beautiful spots. Anyhow, let's get to it, right? Ain't gonna find nothing standing here, am I? All right, back in the Can-Am and hit the trail, as the saying goes. Check this one out. Pretty little spot. Beautiful place, plenty of wood. Real pretty trees, real pretty pine trees, all that stuff. Got a good view. Well, decent view. Fair. The trees rubbing together. But this one is rejected. Not enough sunlight. Don't like it. Well hidden. You could certainly do some serious deer hunting here if you wanted. A great place, but not exactly what I'm looking for. So load up, move on. Next. Stopped here in a shady spot just for a second, checking out a trail. Check this out. Anywhere still shady, it's still frosty. It hasn't thawed. If the sun hasn't touched it, it ain't thawed yet. But, you know, you look out through there, it looks all sunny and warm and all that stuff. Yeah, it don't look so warm here, does it? Rejected. It's a nice place. This is the end of the trail. You can't go any further. There's a big, deep mud hole right down there, just past the trees. So this is the end of this one. You know, I could maybe get through there, but the rule of thumb with Outlaw Trails, in case you guys don't know this, the rule of thumb with Outlaw Trails is don't ever go down anything that you aren't 100% sure you can't get back up. I'm not 100% sure I can get through there, so let's not be breaking our own rules. You know, it's my rule. Don't break your own rules. Break other people's rules. Yeah, it's just not real smart to go through crashing through something like that when you know you're alone and you know it's cold and you know let's not be stupid, put it that way. So we're gonna reject this one too and move on to the next one. We haven't really gotten to the pretty scenic ones yet. There's a couple of those I want to go check out too, where you got a really good view from up there. But anyhow, next. down to the main trail. Moving on up. That's the way I came in. That's the way I'm going. Alright, this little spot has definitely got some potential. We are up on a flat, up on top of a mountain, obviously. So we should have got a good view all the way around. Check that out. It's like that all the way. You can go over on the other side. You got views down the other side as well. But anyhow, this will catch the first rays of sunshine in the morning, recharge solar banks, and should get a lot of snow up here too. You know, it's up high on a mountain, all that good stuff. A couple inches down in the valleys, down in the rivers should be, like I said, good 6 inches up here. So yeah, this has got potential. You know, you set your tent, set my tent right there, right by the trail. It loops. This is the end of it. It just loops right there and goes right back out. That's the intersection right there. But this is a nice little spot, secluded, kind of off to itself. There's a few tire tracks, but you know, I won't be here for just a day or so, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Not like you're gonna have, you know, every day people up here. But anyway, pretty spot, huh? The one tire, one piece of trash. I guess I can live with one. But anyway, ran into some guy, local, was out hunting on the way up. We sat and talked for about 20 minutes, just, you know, just talking. Look how beautiful that is, though. Is that not beautiful? Imagine this in the snow. Yeah. Just imagine that view with about 6 inches of snow on the ground. Uh-huh. Okay, definite potential here. Anyway, we've still got a few to check. Next. This was one of the ones that I was going to come and check out. One of the ones I wanted to come and see. I don't think so. Too much dead grass. One little, which I guess in the snow it wouldn't matter, but you know, one good spark is all it would take and this whole field would go. So, no, this one's rejected. Fire hazard. Do not want to set the mountains on fire, even though I have an enclosed fire pit, you know, that I use and just a little Duraflame log. Still yet, I don't trust this. So, next, rejected this time. Next. Okay, I just thought I'd show you guys this place as I pass by. This isn't a potential camping site because there's too many trail riders here. This place right here is called Bald Knob. I'm just passing by it. Bald Knob's back up that way. But these climbs here, they are much higher than they look in the video. They're probably, just guessing, 6, 7-story buildings set on almost a 45-degree angle. Okay. But anyhow, it's just a really big, wide spot out here all off to itself. Beautiful place. I bring trail riders out here all the time on our tours, but I know for a fact from experience that if you go up there, that is just a whole lot of really flat up there, and it is totally windswept constantly. If there's the least little bit of wind, that stuff up there will cut you in half and freeze you to death. I've been up there, take trail riders up there, February, stuff like that, and you can't even stay there long to look at the view. You have to get back in your vehicle and leave. It's that freaking cold in the wind, But anyhow, I just thought I'd stop and show y'all this place. Look how beautiful this is. Just look at that. All the way around. This little spot right here, if the weather's nice, on a Saturday evening, from say spring to fall, assuming it's not pouring rain or blistering hot or something like that, you can see little bonfires there, one behind the side-by-side. There's 2, there's 3 more right there. But anyhow, there's a couple down that way too. You come up here on a Saturday evening, and this place is booming. I mean, this is just hillbilly goodness right here. I mean, there'll be 50, 75 vehicles here, whole bunch, well, whatever. No, maybe not that many, but anyway, whole bunch. And just the moonshine. These dudes out here drinking moonshine. Just ripping those hills left and right. Now, you come out here on a Saturday, this place will put on a show for you. This place is awesome here now. I like this place. Anyhow, we're like I said, we're not gonna camp here. We're just passing through here. I just wanted to stop real quick and show you guys this place. How beautiful is this? That's the good thing about being a trail guide. You know where all these little places are. Look at that. Looks like something like Utah or something, doesn't it? Beautiful. It's actually, the land isn't that flat. We're just up on top of a mountain. This is a strip mine mountaintop. And this used to be much, 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 much higher than it is now. The entire top of the mountain was stripped off and put down in a valley to get the coal. And, this has been reclaimed, and trail riders ride here a lot. You can cross the entire state of Kentucky here. This Kentucky, the West Virginia border is back that way. Virginia is that way. And you can, this goes right on down through there. You can go up that way too, but that's the easier path. But you can go all the way down here. There's a program you can get called Bob T Maps and Lifetime Maps. There's several others too, but anyway, that's the most popular. But you can go all the way across the entire state of Kentucky, and this ties into the Spearhead Trails in Virginia. You can cross the entire state of Kentucky. Okay, now that's how much room we have to play here. A lot of people, they'll come down for these trail rides, and they'll ask, hey, how much for a tour or that kind of thing. You know what I mean? First thing I ask is, what town are you staying in? Because, the place it's a lot bigger than most people think. You've got thousands of miles worth of trails, that you can just take right off, take off, go explore, have fun. Nobody cares. But, like I said, the whole place is like this. These things are all over the place. We have 6 of these connected. I do tours on mostly on Buffalo Mountain, Devil Ants, and Rock House trail systems. But we've got 6 of these big outlaw areas, old strip mines, that sort of thing. Some of them logging roads, gas well roads, stuff like that. But anyhow, there are thousands of miles of this stuff. And I mean, it's just nothing but the thickest, densest, deepest woods you can possibly imagine. Okay, and I'm not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. Some of this stuff is thick. But I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place. I love living here. You can just get out and play and get a day off and go do something like this. With your day off, go looking for a great camping spot for winter. But anyhow, moving on. Next. Now this is one of the spots from satellite image that I just wanted to come and check out. Now I'm sure that there's a ton of really good spots down in there. The only problem with this place, and it does have a problem, is one that can't be overlooked, as a matter of fact. Now check this out. This is just a flat up on top of a mountain. Beautiful place, right? Be a great spot. You great views all the way around, all that kind of stuff. And I may do this one anyway. But the only problem with this one, a little trail there going up, a little something going up the hill there. Go check it out. The only problem with this one is right over here. Now, cameras don't show hills very well. They really don't. Now, that's a pretty good size. That's a wide trail down there. And this is straight down. It's probably, I'm going to say 150 feet, 100 feet, 150 maybe, something like that. But look at the trail. I just came up that to get up here. Coming back down that thing with a lot of snow on the ground might be a problem. So I may do this one anyway, but we'll see. I like the spot. That's the only part I don't like about it right there. It's going back down the next day when you know for sure that there is snow on the ground. You're going to have to deal with that. That's the only catch. You have to be careful which ones you pick. Because, some of them you get in, you might have trouble getting back out. But just look at this spot. Look how beautiful. Just all the way around. That's the hillside right there, right behind me. But look at this view all the way around. You go out there, got a good view off the end of the point there. All that stuff there. And look here. This was the spot that I first showed you when I first turned the camera on. Look down in there. How pretty is that? How beautiful. There. That's the one I've been baby talking since she was born. That's the one. Yeah. This is the one that'll snuggle with you if you baby talk her. She loves it. Oh, little girl. She just, oh God, she loves it. Tails. He's the man with the plan, ain't you? That's right. See, he does. Just look at that. Only catch to it is the entrance. So we'll keep looking. We'll find something. We'll definitely find one we like. All else fails, I may come back and do this one anyway. Let's get me a spot over there somewhere out of the wind. And may just go with this one just because of the view. Imagine this covered in snow. Imagine how beautiful that would be. Oh yeah, we definitely got some potential with this one. Check this view out. Look here. Now, this is just off of this is part of an old strip mine here. But you just come up, right there's the trail coming up. Look at the view all the way around. It's just a spectacular view everywhere. And right here. Look at this view. Somebody's been here before camping. I ain't the first one to think of this. But just check that out. Look at that view from here. You imagine waking up, having you a hot cup of coffee here looking at that? Uh-huh. Definite potential. The only thing I don't like about it is there's a road way down in the valley. You see that? Barely see a couple houses or something from here. The only thing I don't like about this one is I can hear vehicles from the road down there. I don't like that. You want secluded. What I want is middle of freaking nowhere. I don't want any other humans. No humans around. No signs of humans. That's what we're looking for. We'll find it. We'll find the right one. If not, we've got a couple potentials. Got a couple good ones already. I still got, oh Lord, 6, 7 places I want to check. So yeah, we ain't even got to the pretty ones yet. I think we found it. Look at that. Put the tent right about there. Look at this spot. You got trails going over in that way. One going back that way. See where somebody's went through the weeds there. Anyway, now this is just off of a trail. It's the only thing I don't like about it. But it's a good spot. It's going to be windy, but you could put your tent, I'm sure I could position it to block most of the wind. But check out the view. Now the other side's good too, but look at just this one side. I would probably have my tent facing that way. Because that is just beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. All kinds of places like that here. Look how beautiful. Very lucky to live here. Just look at all that. Spectacular, isn't it? Little pine grove down there, a little patch of green here and there. Beautiful place. Now, this is definitely a prime candidate right here. But we've got several more I want to go check while I'm out scouting today. I'm going to spend most of the day. It's probably around noon now. Been out 3-4 hours looking around already, scouting some spots. Found a few good ones, but a few rejected too. But I've got a whole nother area here in a minute. This is the last one in this area. So I'm going to move on from here to the other area and go check some of those. I've got some pretty ones back in there picked out too. Just look at that. How beautiful. All the way around. Look at that. Mother Nature at her finest. A lot of people don't like winter time. They'll put their side-by-sides up for the winter time. No, 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 no. That's when she comes out. That's when fun time starts. I mean, I love doing trails and taking people out, showing them stuff and showing them things, telling them stories, stuff like that. I love it. But man, getting out here all by yourself, just you and nature, nothing else. There is nothing else like it on earth, man. This is freaking paradise. This is paradise right there. Just look at that. Who wants to go camping? Totally rejected site. This one looks good from satellite. When you get up here, nowhere to put a tent, trash everywhere. Whoever did that, shame on you. You're pathetic. The damn dump's free. Whole bunch of really interesting spots I saw from satellite, from Google Earth. Checking this out. Places I wanted to come and look, go check for camping spots. This one is rejected because of that. No trespassing signs, all it takes. I don't do other people's land. You know, somebody posts their property, that's good enough for me. I don't do it. You know, I post my land, somebody goes on it, we're going to have a problem. Somebody posted it, so we'll go someplace else. We don't do that. We're trying to have fun and, you know, adventure and all that stuff. We're not trying to, you know, trespass on somebody else's land or anything. So we'll head back on out. I've got another place where I know you can go back in and camp and, you know, nobody's going to say anything. So we'll go check that one out, head on out from here. This entire area rejected because of one little sign. Oh well, at least it ain't trashed out like the last one, right? That made me mad. I hate seeing, you know, garbage all over these beautiful, beautiful places. And the sad thing is, they can go to the dump for free. You know, I live in this state, and you can take your trash to the dump for free. It don't cost you a penny. You know, you just roll up and dump it. You know, in the things, and they haul it off in trucks. Out here, there's no sense coming. Why in the world would you drive all the way out in the woods to dump your trash? That's stupid. Whoever did that, I don't like you, whoever did that. Don't let me catch you doing it. You wouldn't like it. As far as you can go. Sorry, playing with the colors. All right, I quit. Anyhow, I just thought I'd stop, take a break, take me a little coffee break, peel a couple layers. Had to take the vest, the heated vest, I got that on underneath there. Had to take that thing off. It's getting a little bit too hot. But it's just a nice little offshoot, a little trail off the main one. The main trail goes back on the other side of that ridge there. And how beautiful that is. Is that not pretty? Anyhow, it comes on around here and goes on down that way. Little valley. But it's just a little boxed in valley here. You know, closed in. This is about as secluded as you're going to get. You know, middle of nowhere, top of a mountain. Strip mine way off in the distance over there. You can see an old strip mine. Of course, that's a few miles from here. But either way, I don't think it's functional now anyway. Too much grass. They don't usually have a whole lot of grass this time of, when they're working on it. But anyhow, check this out. How pretty is this spot? Just look at that. Imagine waking up here with a hot cup of coffee. Ain't none of them really bad spots. Some of them are better than others. I'm going to go up here one in a minute. It's just a little place that I bring people out here sometimes. This is semi-familiar with this area. I'll take you up and show you one that I take people to sometimes. Beautiful spot. Looks like, those mesas out southwest, that kind of thing. It looks like one of those. It's a mountaintop that's been, the top of it's been strip mined, and you've got a 360 view all the way around, and flat up top. I'm gonna go up and check it out. I don't know if I'd want to camp up there or not. Maybe. So we'll go take a look at it. If nothing else, it's a spectacular view. The thing about it too, thing out here, you want to be really careful. I mean, I have, GPS mapping software and maps and, and all that stuff, on my cell phone and things. But, I know the area pretty well. But just a few minutes ago, I got sidetracked, got off on one of these little sidetracks, got turned around for just, not long, just a couple minutes. But, that's the point, that I'm trying to make. I mean, even being familiar with this stuff, it's really, really easy to get lost out here. And I mean stupid easy. I know the place, and I still got twisted up, still got turned around. So, you want to, you're out here, you want to really pay attention to what you're doing, where you're going. Back in the day before GPS, everybody used to run Outlaws. I had an old F-150, and used to do this stuff, an old beat up F-150, by the way. Anyway, like I said, you don't ever go down anything you can't get back up. But, out here, you don't really need to remember that. This is before GPS. You got GPS, track your course now. Back in the day before GPS, 90s, that kind of thing, 80s, 90s. The way we did it, when you get off on, unknown trails, you don't need to remember the trails. But you do need to remember the intersections. As long as you remember the intersections, you're good to go. You don't need to remember the trail, how long it is, where it goes, any of that stuff. But you do need to know the intersections. But anyhow, these days with GPS, you just dial it in and it tracks your course. You can follow your course right back out and all that good stuff. But even though, still yet, you still want to be careful out here. You get messed up. My winch, I know my winch is messed up right now. But, realistically speaking, it's not going to help you out here anyway. These little scrub brush trees, you're not going to winch yourself out with these things. Assuming that there is one within reach of your cable, you're not going to pull yourself out on one of these little scrub trees. You're going to rip the tree right out of the ground. You're going to stay in the mud hole. So you have to be careful when you're out here. Like, it's beautiful and all that. But like I said earlier, Mother Nature, she's not for you or against you. But she has zero issues with letting you freeze to death. She don't mind that at all. She's okay with that. The best way, cheat. Overkill it. Like today, I'm just out running around. I'm probably, all jokes aside, I'm less than 15 miles from my house, 20 miles, something like that. But, I've still even, I've got, if I were to get broke down out here tonight, something like that, which I've got cell service. I could walk to it anyway. If I don't have it here, I could walk to it, I'm sure. But, you still, you want to be, capable just in case. I have extra clothing, and I've got my rain gear and all that stuff that stays in the side by side anyway for when I'm doing tours. But it's winter time. You want to be careful. You get out here in the middle of nowhere, get broke down somewhere, and you're miles from civilization. There's nothing here but more grass, more trees, more, and deer ain't gonna help you. So, like I said, you want to be really careful out here. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to what you're doing. Anyhow, moving on to the next place. Next. I had to stop for just a minute, just to demud the windshield a little bit. A little glare, the sun killing me. I couldn't see nothing. Check this one out. Now, there's a bunch of trails back in through here too. The one scenic one, the real pretty one I was going to go up on and show you, it is totally rutted out. One of the storms has washed everything out, and you could probably get up there, but it's not a good idea to do it alone. Something like that, you really need a second vehicle with you to do something like that. You get into that and something happens, you can't get yourself out. So, self-rescue isn't an option. And, we have towing services here, and I have towing insurance. They'll come anywhere and get me. That's embarrassing. I don't want to have to go. I would be embarrassed to death. Because I know them all, I know all of them. They'd laugh. I know they would. I know they'd laugh at me. Yeah, you're the trail guide getting lost, getting broke down in the woods, have to come and get you. So, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't breaking down nowhere back in here today. But it's getting a little bit later in the day, about 2:30, something like that, give or take. Didn't find the exact spot that I wanted. I found several that were, 99%, that kind of thing, but not the one that I was wanting. I didn't find the one. So the search continues, but I found a whole bunch of nice places. Got to explore some new trails. I never get to explore because, usually when I have trail riders down, they want to go do historic sites, or, they have something in mind already, that they want to go do. And so, you go do that. But, you don't get to come out. I don't get to come out very often by myself and just go explore, just waste gas for no apparent reason. But I'm looking for a camp spot. It's very important. Very, very important stuff. Got to do it. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys this. Check this out now. How beautiful is this? This whole day's been like this. It's just been one beautiful spot after another. Look at that. Spectacular place. All the way around. Beautiful place. Anyhow, I guess I'm going to head on back toward the house. I may go river camping next time. I don't know. I know we've got some snow coming up within a week. So I'm going to try to get out, get in the first snow, get some camping in, just in case I have to go do something else and don't have time later. I know I'll have time this week. And we're expecting a little bit of snow, and I don't know. There's a couple spots down by the river. I know some really nice spots, a whole bunch of really nice spots out here too. I don't know. May have to kick it around a little bit, do some contemplating on it. I like this stuff, but man, I like camping by the river too. It's like a kid in a candy store. You don't know what to eat. I want that. No, wait, I want that. Oh, wait, no, I want that. It's like that. That's how it is. With me, anyway. So, but anyhow, guys, I appreciate y'all coming along. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed your day. Got to see a little bit of cool stuff. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far through the video, thank you. You, but anyhow, hopefully within this week, this coming week, get out, do some camping, do some freezing to death, and bring you guys along. Let you watch. Let you watch me freeze. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Thank you for watching.